top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Sellers. Turns it loose. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Harbor. Still running at the 40. Lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Breaks into the open. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle and Sturdivant. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Gator.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. to pass. It's Sellers. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused...
Makes a grab on the shot. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Immediately fires to the middle. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, and he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. That's caught. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. It's year 5 now for Shane Beamer at South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming off their best season since 2013. Now the question is, what's a realistic ceiling?
And I think getting to that 10-win mark. Last year they had 9 wins, but the offense took off, and having a dude like Lenora Sellers, Jesse, that's a full-grown man that can do so much for an offense. Excited to see if he can take that next step.
Yeah, I think based on his success last year, that helped out the portal, that helped out high school recruiting. Guys want to play with him. He's that exciting. So I think the quarterback spot, I think that's a huge key to see if the Gamecocks can take that next step.
This quarterback offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got him, and nobody's close. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride.
Hey, can you hear me, fool?
After the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy.
Put you clock on to get through the first quarter.
And the extra point is good.
We will just punt it back and forth.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
You get ball back at halftime.
From inside the 15,
Yeah, that's already in there.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Yo, can you hear me? Get on the mic. Yeah, I was saying just kneel so we can get to the second quarter. We'll punt it back and forth. Just kneel the ball. 14-10. Oh, you did kick a field goal. So you need 3. That's all it is. You need 3. Bet. Bet.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give. Turning it on. Up to 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Go ahead and score. Since we gamble and put the score back to what it was.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got
Clock until 2nd quarter.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football?
Hey, Gleedie, just score.
Comfortable even running the ball, so that was a big stop for this defense.
So the numbers look right for the bet, or however it's going to go.
Its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, since we doing the bet shit to keep it easy, just put the score back to normal and we're 2 clock to the 2nd quarter. I mean, you have it go. I'm just saying, before we get to the 2nd quarter, let's have it 14-10. So the numbers could just be what it is for the just to keep it easy for the bet.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. I know their whole deal is being aggressive, but I'm not sure this is the right time for that.
Man, I'm staying aggressive. I believe in my offense. I know I need points. You know, field goals, it's not going to be good enough. Go for it.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Sellers. Makes a grab in the open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So,
bro, go to the side of the ball or move my people from, bro.
Pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big Ten. It's going to make...
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Yeah, we just gonna kneel to the second quarter, and then my possession on the 39 in the second quarter.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is, other than just trying to troll.
No. I was on this side.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. And they'll take a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started.
Run the ball to the 39. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yep, give me the ball to the 39. You should fuck around and punt it out of bounds.
They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Let's rock out. Nah, we straight.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his man. It's Clark. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They'll try the run. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this play starts with elite awareness by the defensive lineman. You're supposed to rush the pass. They kind of let you up the field, but the screen, he kind of feels it, gets the big mitts in the air, gets the interception, and you could tell, man, all defensive linemen, guys, I know y'all know this, are elite athletes, and you see the ball in his hands, and he looks like a smooth gazelle gliding down the field, almost gets to the end zone. At least I'm going to stick with that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. That's caught. It's Jackson. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage. That one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
The Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50, the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Hawkins. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Hawkins. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Now this offense will try to take advantage 1st and goal after that penalty on the D. They go to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
The one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. You throw it away and look to play another day.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Going to try to get it himself. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the catch. It's Sturdivant. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the move. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal, South Carolina.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Using his feet. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Snapped in the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
What a great job by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes.
Touchdown, Florida! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. This defense will start the 4th on its heels. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gives it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rides the back on the option to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking for a huge play. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.